randomized controlled trials. See, these are not observational studies.
Okay.
The first found that increasing red meat consumption by replacing carbohydrates in the diet of individuals without anemia actually reduced markers of inflammation.
Sorry, replacing what, sorry? Carbohydrates?
Yeah.
I missed what you said, sorry.
So, Jamie, if you want to pull this, these are all on the website, kresser.co/gamechangers, but that study is called Increased Lean Red Meat Intake Does Not Elevate Markers of Oxidative Stress and Inflammation in Humans.
I believe the study exists. I mean, that doesn't...
So these are RCTs, randomized. Yeah. So they're actually controlling it. Instead of just looking at observational data, which is subject to healthy user bias, these are two RCTs. Studies. So that's one study. And then there's another RCT in women with anemia. Inflammation markers on a diet high in red meat were not significantly different from those on a diet high in oily fish. And then there are also numerous studies of paleo diets, which contain meat and other types of animal protein and show that they decrease markers of inflammation, including CRP.
Yeah.
There's randomized controlled trials showing reductions in interleukin-6 and also in tumor necrosis factor alpha in these diets. So all of this suggests it's not the meat, it's what you eat with the meat that makes the difference. So we have studies of eating chlorophyll-rich green vegetables decreases the formation of N-nitroso compounds with meat.
Correct.
We have lots of studies showing that when you eat plants along with the meat, then you don't see the effects that you might see if you're just eating crap standard American diet.
I agree. So it offsets like so if an animal foods creates oxidative stress, you have it with the plant foods, and that would have the antioxidants, and that would offset it. Is that basically?
It's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah, I think it is more complicated than that.
But that's one mechanism.
As I said last time, and as I've always argued, I'm not a proponent of the carnivore diet. I'm not a low carb guy. I'm not a keto guy. My fundamental argument is just that the optimal human diet contains both plant and animal foods. And this focus on individual food components or macronutrients like protein or fat or carbohydrate, we've gotten too much. It's called nutritionism. It's just focusing on these individual elements and ignoring the overall pattern of diet quality, which is the most important thing. And that's what a lot of the more recent studies are showing. When you look at the diet pattern and the diet quality overall, that's what actually makes a difference in terms of health and lifespan. Not how much of this fat, how much of that fat, whether there's red meat or white meat or fish or whatever. It's the pattern.